Next up, I want to talk about nested lists. Anybody know what these are? Yeah, the Russian dolls. What do they? What do we do with them? Put them inside each other, right? How does it work? So let's say I want to put these. I want to assemble the dolls here. What do I do first? Let's start off with the little one, this little peanut down here. And what do I do with it? I put it in this one right here, right? And then what do I do with that one? I put it in here. So we we can come up with a method for putting this together that's pretty regular. You kind of understand how these work. And just like that, those are called Russian nesting dolls, by the way. Um, and some of them are very, this, by the way, is like a really expensive one. You can tell by the number of levels it has in it. That's one of the ways. And also, if you're a serious collector, you'll look at the gap between each size. The smaller it is, the higher quality they are. So that's actually a fairly expensive set. No, no, I actually did travel to Russia and Ukraine a long time ago, and I came back with a bunch of stuff like this, but no, these are not mine. Um, so nested lists are kind of like those nesting dolls, because remember, a slot in a list can have any type of data in it, including a list. So this list up here, list L, you can see has an outer list, and that outer list contains items A in index 0, a string called B in index 1, and then in index 2, what do we have? What's in index 2? If I say, what is index 2, what do we have there? A list. It's just a list. You can see that it's a list because it's got square brackets. And that list, here's a little test for you. The list in index 2 of list L has how many items in it? It's a bit of a trick. It does not have 4. It has 3 items in it. It has 3 because item 0 of this list is here. Item 1 is here. And this item 2, or the third member of that list, is another list that has 2 items in it. So if I print L with 2 in square brackets, it will actually print out that list. If I want to access just this list, then I do 2 in brackets and 2 in brackets again, basically saying I want the second item of this top list, or the index 2, and then give me index 2 of this list, which prints this last list. So if I say L, 2 in brackets, 2 in brackets, 0 in brackets, it's going to print the first item, right, of this list, which is in index 2, which is part of that list, which is in index 2 of the main. Do we use things like that in actual code? Yes, sometimes we do. Because lists are also commonly known as data structures. And data structures can take a lot of different forms, but a lot of it can be nested lists or nested dictionaries. Now, if I take that list apart, you can see here, same thing here and here. That kind of makes a little bit more sense, maybe if you're a visual learner, where we have inside index 2 of that first list, we have a list. Inside index 2 of the second list, we've got another list. So we would call that first level second level, third level. Each of those lists has its own index.
Could you give us the best example of using that type of list?
A nested list can be used to store data that is maybe has subcategories. So like, let's say I have an employee review, right? And some categories just want me to have a number, like you did 5 out of 5 on this category. But let's say I have a one that's called he dresses appropriate for work. And in that category, I have like, are your shoes appropriate? Is your attire appropriate? Are you wearing your safety gear? So that would be maybe another list where I have separate values. That's just an off the top of my head example, but you can use it for storing all kinds of things. Data that is nested is actually more common than you think it would be. Which brings me to this.